are at the Comicazi Videodrome countdown, where we do 100 graphic novels you could be reading. And we're talking about them in no particular order. We've got a all-ages selection, a DC Comics, Marvel Comics, and Independent. And
you know what? I just want to just take a brief moment just to say that all this lists and stuff like that, everyone loves lists and all that stuff. It's not about who's best. You know, there's love for everybody. You know, we don't have to count down to just one really good graphic novel. No, they're all number one. Let's get into it. I got Star Wars over here. I love Star Wars comics. I love Star Wars comics, and these ones are no exception. They're perfect for kids and adults. You know, this one's about the Clone Wars. These are cool. They got all sorts of different ones. You know, Star Wars needs no introduction. Let's move on.
Well, okay. Love Bug Max here. We're going to go to the opposite of love, and we're going to go to Conan.
Conan is...
He has gigantic melancholies and gigantic mirths. And these are from the Nemedian Chronicles. Dark Horse's Conan run, awesome.
Yeah, I hope it never ends.
Good. The Busiek run with Carrie Nord, Tim Truman, and Tomas Giorello, they do the King Conan stuff. That stuff is so true to the Robert E. Howard originals as I've seen ever in comics. And that's gold.
Conan's so cool. Conan is like, if I could describe Conan's genre, it would be like pre-apocalyptic. It's like a society that really never got off its like feet. Just in terms of just like human decency.
Well, he treads the jeweled thrones of the earth beneath his sandaled feet.
Right. It's not his fault by any means.
Yeah, I'm Nemediing it up.
Anyway, speaking of Kirk Busiek, we got Astro City, which we've talked about before.
I live there.
Yeah, me too, actually. It's the one superhero city I would actually live in, because people are allowed to live normal lives. People can benefit. You can totally get a job in, like...
Oh, that issue with the woman who was, like, the call center?
Yeah, the superhero call center. We talked about that, and it's just... That's a really good idea. And Astro City is just full of really cool ideas, and they're all sort of feed off of the history of superheroics. So, for example...
Archetypes.
But they blend a little bit of what makes those characters good. Usually, and that means it's relation with the creators and that character. So, for example...
It's a love letter.
It's a total love letter, and it's not sappy at all. It's just really good. It's like their Fantastic Four, the first family, which has the initials FF. The two patriarchs of this family, which are two brothers, are clearly supposed to be Stan and Jack Kirby.
Right.
Which is really cool. You know?
It's layered, too.
The Superman analog has sort of this dream... Yeah, Samaritan. A dream of a better future that is spawned by coming back from our terrible future. So, all very much, all very clear, obvious archetypes, but beautiful in some sort of way.
Kurt Busiek, it's his greatest work, I think. It's a lasting contribution to comics.
Good job, Mr. Busiek. You should come on our show.
He's from Lexington, too.
Really?
Yeah, he's local.
Well, damn.
Not local, but dear to my heart, Strikeforce MORITURI.
This is cool. I remember first encountering this in like a Wizard. Speaking of lists, like, 100 craziest stories you've never read. And Strikeforce MORITURI was number one. And I was like, I gotta find it and read it. And I got some back issues of it, and it was just crazy as a kid.
I picked this up right from the start when it hit the stands, and it's there's an alien invasion of Earth. It's in the near future. This came out in the 90s. Alien invasion of Earth, and Earth scientists and government have created this Morituri program that you volunteer for it, and you get imparted super abilities to be part of an
awesome.
To be part of an army to help
that
defeat
sounds
the
so
aliens.
Cool. What could go wrong with that?
Well, the super abilities burn you out within a year, and you have no idea when it's going to happen. You could die in a day. You could die like an hour later. You could die. You could go the full year, but you die, and it's the ultimate sacrifice, and it's all about the how these people deal with it, as well as the the exterior events that precipitated this.
Well, now I'm sad because that's a sad story.
No, it's all for the betterment of humanity.
Oh my god!
As is this show.
Yes. As is our subscriptions, and those won't burn you out unless you order every book that comes out every week. But that's only like one of you, so don't sweat it.
If you subscribe and pick up even a new book off the wall that's not on your list, or a graphic novel, preferably one of these ones we're talking about because we're doing it for you.
Yeah.
You also get that 10% discount.
Yeah. So do it.
And that's not sad.
Hi, I'm Tresha.
And I'm Renee.
And at Comicazi, supporting your local comic shop means discounts for you.
Did you know that by subscribing to just one title, you are granted a 10% discount on all new comics and graphic novels?
We only ask that you stop by once a month to pick up your discounted titles.
We also offer excellent mail order subscriptions that are delivered right to your front door with free shipping included.
So support your local comic shop in a meaningful way.
Become a Comicazi subscriber today.
So, Chew. Chew is awesome.
Yeah, John Layman, Rob Guillory.
Yeah, I just started reading this, and I'm kicking myself for not having read it sooner.
It's crazy. It takes place on like an alternate Earth. Right?
No, he's cybopathic. Chibopathic. Sorry, is that a manga thing?
No.
It's manga-esque. He gets psychic impressions from what he eats, and he's a homicide detective. And yeah,
that sounds like
let your imagination run there. But the there's a chicken ban, a poultry ban on the world, and the FDA is the most powerful government organization there is. And Tony Chu, he comes into the FDA and works as like one of their agents, and there's mysteries abounding, and there's a little love story, and it's delightfully twisted. Yeah. I love this book. It's great.
Cartoony.
It is. I like that it juxtaposes the seriousness, the cartoony art. It's good stuff. But what do you want to smell out next?
Well, I got these. These actually smell pretty good. They got that nice paper.
The DC Digests?
Yeah, they're fun. They're for kids, and they're like little picture books, but they're big. So they
and the kids in our hearts.
Yeah, they're nice little transitionary books for kids who are like kind of ahead of the curve, but still want to read some easy superheroics. Mm-hmm. But kids who like to read a lot, So there's lots of words, big old pictures in these. Booster Gold. Can I just say that? They did one with Booster Gold. I was tempted to buy it because Booster Gold's on the cover. Because Booster Gold, one of my favorite superheroes.
Yeah, this has been true for many years.
Yeah, Mike knows me. But another one of my favorite superheroes, Fantastic Four.
Oh, the Jonathan Hickman run of Fantastic Four.
Really good. This stuff, it sets the groundwork for all the stuff coming up in Secret Wars. And sort of the importance, it made Reed Richards a really important character.
As he should be.
As he should be. To me, Reed Richards is the Superman of the Marvel Universe. Because he's very invulnerable, just a different sort of invulnerable, just stretchy and gonky.
Gonky,
yeah, I made that word up. But this sort of brought him as sort of like this really cool action hero. He kind of grows out his beard a little bit.
And it emphasizes a little bit more of his ruthlessness.
Well, just the scientific...
His ruthlessness in his pursuit of knowledge. But that's what I like.
But that and the fact that it's reined in by the love of his family. Because the story opens up, just to sell you on this, not going to push it, the story opens up with Reed Richards encountering himself throughout a myriad of dimensions, and they're trying to solve the problems of the universe.
Yeah, he builds the machine called the Bridge.
The Bridge, yeah, which is going to be a big thing in Secret Wars. It's already a big thing, but if you're...
Yeah, this is something Hickman has been building towards for years, because the Hickman run on FF was before his current Avengers run, which is wrapping up.
It's so good. I'm sure we'll talk about it more at some point. But Reed Richards meets himself throughout 1,000 different dimensions. They all want to solve problems, but there's something about our Reed Richards that's different.
Could you imagine if this bunch of Reed Richards met the Council of Crosstime Kangs?
Oh my god.
Mind blown.
Just wait. Let's just wait. All right, let's bring it back. Bring it back to Earth with Wonder Woman.
Kinda, sorta.
Kinda.
This is Greg Rucka's run on Wonder Woman.
I love it. It was really good. I saw him talk about it while he was writing about it. It was one of my first comic book conventions, and he was talking. And he was talking about his run and his inspiration for this. And he's very much a guy who was, in his words, raised by women. So I think he had a good handle on the character. And not only that, it was just really cool. Good artwork throughout the whole series.
Yeah, a lot of Rags Morales, and he plays up the mythology aspect of Wonder Woman.
Yeah, and at the same time, really building her as like the caring.
Yeah, she's also an ambassador to man's world. She has a book out. There's a lot of good elements in his run,
and he tied into a bunch of other stuff going on in the DC universe at the time, like everyone else had to. Identity Crisis, Infinite Crisis, what have you, and he did
so many crises.
He did it really well, though. He did it better than most.
He did, yeah.
And when it gets to the stuff with Infinite Crisis, it really gets turned on its head.
Oh, the whole Maxwell Lord.
Well, the whole thing with Maxwell Lord. I mean, he took that and
you have to read it.
You got to read it. It's really cool.
I liked it. Played true to her character, I thought.
So Videodrome is filmed at Comicazi in Somerville, Massachusetts, and we got awesome stuff. We got new toys, old toys, new comics, old comics, subscriptions, an awesome eBay store. Check us out. We are the best comic book store on the East Coast, bar none.